Alright folks, welcome back. This is really never a video that we wanted to make or planned on making, and we're doing it on this channel because it is not monetized or anything like that. Terrible situation that has unfolded here in Florida. We luckily have made it out okay so far, but definitely people down in Southwest Florida did not have the best of it.
No.
We're going to give you a little walking tour and probably hop in the car and check out the local area around us. Luckily, last night we didn't lose power once.
No.
Just super...
This looks like mainly branches down, so
Yeah.
we did pretty good.
Yeah,
Especially with flooding, we actually did really well with that too.
Did super well compared to just
Yes. Well,
lots
even, like,
of...
near us too.
Yeah, near us there's been some water rescues downtown Kissimmee and all of that, but we just somehow got super lucky. All of the power lines around here are underground, and for some reason in Florida we live by a swamp and we're in like the flood X
So like
rating.
the highest zone, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know how we managed to get through this, but definitely a sad time here. This is also going to be completely as unedited as possible. We're not going to go around and look for like the most dramatic images or stuff like that. We're just going to give you a look on the ground.
And mainly make sure you guys know we're okay.
Yeah,
too.
we have a main channel that we have over 160,000 subscribers, and I think we got
lots of messages.
thousands of
Yes.
well wishes
So
and
thank you,
everything.
guys.
So really appreciate all of that. So means a lot to us, but we're gonna get things moving here and just take a look at everything. All right, hopped into the car. We're gonna get started here. This is Water Street, basically in downtown Celebration, Florida, and it doesn't look very good.
There's actually a car up in front of us. The gentleman is getting out. Oh wow, that's a big tree down. But the gentleman is getting out and moving branches just by himself.
Mm-hmm. He tried to clear some of the drains and anything because we're supposed to get a little bit more rain. I think that guy's got a chainsaw
Oh wow.
going to town on that. Just went over the little waterway here. Wow. Not that many cars out here, but there's no like place, like order in place or whatever that's called for us right now.
No.
Downtown Kissimmee, like we were mentioning, though, that is almost still underwater. We might head not close to that, but more over towards that at the end. Maybe go see what's happening at a Waffle House.
It's a good indicator of.
Yep.
Oh wow, it looks like a branch down, but it doesn't look like it did any damage to these.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that before. Yeah, it like perfectly fell in the truck bed. Alright, let's go straight across here. This is basically the exact downtown of Celebration, Florida, which is, if anybody is wondering, is very close to Disney. It was built by Disney, later sold, but kind of like the master plan. It was almost like an Epcot, the experimental.
What it was supposed to be.
Yeah. But
and it's one of those things we didn't even think about, the fact that the power lines are underground.
yeah, because they try and make everything look nice so they don't have any power lines.
But a bonus fact is that the power lines don't go down because they're under. So.
Yeah, and it's a very small power grid here. It's connected to the hospital, so if it did go down, they would try and get it up as soon as possible.
Yep.
And this is the lake down here. Let's see. It doesn't look like it got very high in terms of the flooding.
No,
There's a
it
bunch of
doesn't look
steps
too.
and they're basically going all the way down to it. We might get out there and look a little bit. Oh wow, the water is still actually pretty high. There's more stairs down there, I think. Yeah, so it's pretty high. That's at least a few feet. Usually there's people sitting on these stairs.
There's like rockers usually here.
Yeah, so definitely some
Just one step.
yeah, and the water, you can tell like the way the debris is. It probably came up over the little dock thing right there.
There's a bird. A
There you
blue
go.
bird.
Bet you he has some stories to tell from last night.
It's also like, I would describe this rain as a cold sneeze.
Yeah, it's a cold sneeze right now. We've had every different type of rain. Passing the Celebration Theater, which is obviously closed right now, but also has been closed for like 10 years. Super cool looking theater. Can't wait till it reopens.
It's really cool, like retro Art Deco design.
Yeah. Got a tree branch down there. Looks like that is closed off. It's like one of the town center kind of things. Bunch of branches down over here. Oh, you got a huge tree. Yeah. It's on my side. I'll hold it. We got the tree branch down here.
That's like a light post.
Oh yeah, it's a light post.
Huh.
All right, we're turning onto Golf Park right here. I'll take a look at the golf course. Got a bunch of debris going onto the road. That actually doesn't look that bad. This golf course has a ton of water features, so you think it would flood pretty good. Although I've seen some pictures of some places locally that have flooded, and then we've driven by them and there hasn't been anything, which is good, so it's already receded. But it's kind of hard to tell if like the debris over here is from like the pond over cresting, or it's just like fell straight from the tree above it.
Yeah, the pond seems up, but it doesn't seem too bad.
Yeah, it doesn't seem too bad at all. Go take a look at the clubhouse. Usually they'll bring in the fancy car that's in front of it. Oh no, it's right there. Huh.
Oh, it's sometimes they probably covered it with a tarp. That's usually what they do for rain. Oh wow, there's a tree down right there.
Tree down right there. Got a bunch of.
Oh wow.
But I mean, based on the weather that we were having last night, I
expected
we got
a lot worse.
Yeah, our area specifically. I can't speak for anybody else, obviously. Oh, you got a tree going over the sidewalk.
I thought he was gonna walk under it.
Yeah.
There's a few more, like at least branches down here.
Yeah, that's part of the tree for sure. Let's see what they got going at the clubhouse. Obviously not open. I don't really want to go.
Palm fronds down.
Yeah, I don't really want to get too close. The window, I can't imagine that it's supposed to be like that. The windows are down.
I'm not sure about that.
Well, this is turning more into a driving tour than a walking tour like we promised, but a lot of the sidewalks has a bunch of debris on it. Got a little bit of flooding right here. It actually looks like a natural occurring pond, but this is actually just a field. That's probably a solid foot right there.
There's more on the other side of the road too.
Yeah, still a lot of debris all over the road. It's kind of nice seeing people just walking around and getting some fresh air too, though.
It feels very nice to be outside.
Yeah, like we were saying, it was like 90 degrees the last few days, and then right now it's under 70, which is kind of crazy. Bunch of branches down over here. Oh, it's got some more flooding too.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Whoa, wow, that's a big old tree down. Huh.
I think this is a little like park area too.
Yeah, a lot of the parks around here are kind of like themed after Savannah. There's one that looks exactly like straight out of Forrest Gump.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Wow, this is...
That's a sidewalk there. That was a sidewalk.
Uh-huh. Let me get a peek over this shrubbery. Yeah, that's literally a park, so it's all flooded in there. The tree is completely uprooted, which is super common when it's a huge rain event because it weakens the root system, and then if you get like basically any gust, and there were a lot of gusts, it'll knock it over. You still see the park sign right in there.
There's a bench behind the tree too.
Oh really? Oh yeah. Huh. It's like actually, it looks like basically a loggers went through there. Zoom in on that. It's like perfectly. You can see where it snapped.
Oh wow, yeah.
Going to check out these little walkways that we over here. They connect the neighborhoods together. Kind of goes in between swamps and stuff like that.
It's all like natural, like wildlife preserves back here, so they try to protect it.
Yeah, keep us vagrants off of nature. But it looks like they did mark it off. Probably fell over
beforehand, just as precaution.
Yeah, wow, there's a ton of debris on that. Also, this branch isn't usually here. It's snapped off. I got a bunch of flooding over here, but definitely, I mean, we just lucked out. There's just not as much flooding, which is just, I don't know. I've watched some of these videos and people like root for the bad stuff. That's not the goal of this one. We were just
worried the entire night.
Yeah, it's a relief for where we are, but just 10 miles away they're doing water rescues, which is crazy. And then the scenes that are unfolding down in Southwest Florida, it gets you emotional just thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
And those people have evacuated to here, and we'll go and look at 192. There's a bunch of hotels that are full, and then we'll go check out some Waffle Houses like we said.
I can't imagine the pressure of that. You're literally trying to leave your home to try to stay safe, and now you're in another like a flood zone that's also going to be dangerous too.
Yeah, you did everything right and you can still get, and then
still worried about home.
Crazy times. Here's a better look at the golf course over here. Looks like we do have some flooding. Those two ponds in the middle of the hole. This is supposed to be here, but those two are not supposed to be there.
Those are the ducks.
The ducks. They're having the time of their life. The nature just has to be so confused today.
Oh yeah. They're making the best of it though.
Well, yeah, I think the roads are a little bit better than I thought they were going to be, so we might venture onto a Disney property and just check out what's happening there. It's probably where we're heading next. All right, we're turning on to World Drive. This is basically now going to be Disney property here in a second. A little bit of flooding. It's worse over here for sure.
Yeah.
I saw or heard the headline that the Swan and Dolphin Resort flooded a little bit. And Disney, the area that it's at is very prone to flooding, especially the golf courses.
Oh, there's a lot over here.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna venture very far over here. Like I said, the last thing we want to do is create another situation. I'm sure the emergency people have
Enough on their plates.
enough on their plates to say at least. Oh, it looks like I-4 is running.
Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah. This is the least amount of traffic you'll ever see on I-4 right here.
Yes.
We're about like a half a mile further, and it looks like that sign, that's not how it usually is.
No,
tilted.
it's not.
The light is out here on the little 192 connector road.
Looks like there's flooding along the trees, too.
Yeah. Did you know that was supposed to be a Disney World specific airport, according to the original plans?
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, it would have been pretty crazy. You got a tree over there. Is that uprooted from?
Whoa.
Whoa. Huh. That's bizarre. There's the ESPN Wide World of Sports over there. That's where the Braves used to have their spring training.
We actually saw Tim Tebow.
Yeah, we saw Tim Tebow play. It was very strange. Like, it was, people were like only there to see him, and they just all went dead silent when he got on the on deck circle.
Even the Braves fans.
Yeah, no one.
Amazing.
Yeah, no one was talking for like the entire
You hear a
4
pin drop.
minutes. Yeah. All right, here's the Walt Disney World sign. We're gonna go right under that, and then we're gonna make the first U-turn. Got some flooding over there.
Oh yeah, under the bridge. Well, I guess we'll be able to. I think the U-turn's right by the Swan and Dolphin, so.
Yeah. We might, if it doesn't look that bad, we might drive around a little bit in here just to give you guys more of a well-known area so you guys can see what it's like.
Yeah, and something that some people will actually recognize having been there before.
I just don't know, because this is private property now. They might have like a shelter in place kind of thing, so I don't want to mess around in here.
No, absolutely not. It is very strange though when we try to go somewhere and it reroutes or like routes us.
Yeah,
best course.
your commute is to go through Disney. It's very strange. Yeah, you can feel the wind gusts are still pretty intense. Well, you guys can't feel anything, but you can probably hear it.
Yes, and I'm attempting to hold this camera stable.
Alright, so this exit right here is completely blocked off. That's where I was gonna turn. This is, I forget what road this is, but like the Fantasia mini golf and stuff is over here.
Right off here.
So yeah, the Swan and Dolphin is right over there. So that would be where the flooding was. Alright, so we gotta go straight through here, but I don't want to turn around. This guy's asking. So this looks like a actual street sign of some sort that they.
Oh, yeah, it's a big.
Yeah,
pole.
it's like the big pole
Exit
thing.
pole.
So the guy said that this was open.
It's just that area that they don't want people.
You can see the flooding right here in the ditches.
Yeah, that's normally not there. Oh wow.
All right, I don't mess around in here anymore.
No, that's why we're using this to turn around. This is the. What is this called? The Swan Dolphin Reserve.
Yeah, Swan and Dolphin Reserve. There's never anyone in there, so if you never mind.
They have very nice facilities.
Yeah, their bathrooms are extremely clean.
Yes, they are.
It's not that far of a walk from
mini
the
golf.
boardwalk or
Or mini golf. There's your random Disney tip of the day. Yeah, back there is Swan and Dolphin.
Alright, so the little on-ramp here has got some debris for sure. You can see.
And the pond in the middle is definitely up.
Well, there's a gator right next to it.
Oh man!
There's a gator right next to it.
Try to. There we go. I got it zoomed in.
Yeah, the gator is stuck.
He's stalking the bird. Leave the bird alone.
Lots of traffic on 192 though. There's a Waffle House right over there already. There are so many Waffle Houses here. We might drive a couple of miles down this road.
Pass at least one more Waffle House.
I don't want to go too far away because, like we were saying earlier, that's where they were having the water rescues in downtown Kissimmee, which we are going closer to, but I don't want to get anywhere near. See if the Waffle House is bumping. Chick-fil-A is closed.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Waffle House is going.
I don't think we haven't explained the Waffle House scale,
Oh yeah,
right?
there's like a Waffle House hurricane scale that the actual like FEMA uses in terms of their like judging if a storm is bad, because they have different tiers of the menu. Like they can operate the whole thing based off of propane, and so when it like goes down to that, and then also when there is a hurricane or a storm or anything like devastating to an area, Waffle House has like a whole jump team that will go
hurricane
to the
response.
yeah, it's basically like hurricane response, emergency. They'll like go to that Waffle House and let the people who actually work there go and like but like help their family and everything.
To take the stress off of their actual employees in a stressful situation.
Here's Old Town. We got the Vomitron going. Not going, but it's right there. That would
Oh, this makes me barf just thinking about
yeah,
it.
you got it. Oh man, there's a huge line at the McDonald's.
Well, so far that's the only thing we've seen open is McDonald's and Waffle House.
Yeah, it's right by a hotel too. Feel bad for people who had to evacuate and then they came here and then they don't have the opportunity to stock up on stuff, so they're waiting in line for probably hours to go to that McDonald's.
Oh wow, yeah, it's wrapped all the way around the hotel.
Got a little emotional in the beginning, and this is like kind of what I thought we were going to see, and now that we're actually seeing it, it's like...
Well, obviously, first thing that's important is getting out and protecting your life, but the after effects of not being able to...
just like seeing people who are obviously like...
Yes.
Not having a good day.
No.
All right, folks, I think that is going to do it for us. Hopefully you guys are staying safe.
Continue to stay safe, especially if you're in the storm's path still.
Yeah, hopefully if you were in Florida, you made it out okay, and I think it's supposed to make landfall again in South Carolina, so definitely stay safe, and thank you guys
so much for the support. It really means, you guys don't know how much it means to us.
The well wishes were overwhelming, and as you can see, throughout the video,
it
probably
really did help.
it really does help, and we couldn't thank you guys more than you guys have changed our lives in more ways than you could ever imagine.
Yes.
So thank you guys for watching, and we'll hopefully see you on the next one.
Yep. Bye, guys.
Bye.